most important questions you should ask when designing a space that's large or a multi-acre estate revolve around ensuring that the organization has the caliber of delivering based on the product you're asking for. So the first question I'm going to ask a designer who I'm interviewing is, can you provide me examples of other estates of similar sizes where you've done design work? Really, at this point, vetting out your designer just as much as they're vetting out you. So it's very important for them to show you some examples of at least larger projects where it shows the caliber of what they're doing. If you don't do this step, you may end up with an underwhelming design, but also project where if a person doesn't comprehend the complexities of managing an estate and designing an estate, they may not design feasible features that are doable and applicable. So step number one, you're vetting out their experiences with their past portfolio and examples of at least that size of project. Even if it's a different style preference from yours, you're building the foundation of going, okay, this is a designer and organization who is at least qualified to engage with in the first part of the process. The next question you're going to ask a designer is, how does your estate design process differ from a conventional landscape design? If you're working with a company who specializes in complex and transformational projects like Prairie does, that designer is going to be able to answer that question for you. They're going to be able to let you know, hey, it's not quite the same process. We're going a little deeper into some phasing and staging and logistics that a conventional landscape design may not consider. So someone who says they're exactly the same is someone who doesn't actually specialize in these complex projects. We assure you, they're not exactly the same. The third question is another part of the process that's often missed because we're so focused on the front end on the design. But you should be asking, what will the construction and aftercare process be like if we engage with your organization? One of the things we discover that our clients love about Prairie is that they're able to get the high caliber design, the professional, sophisticated process and project management of the build, and the aftercare in one organization without having to hop all over the place or find their own sources. If a company can't tell you what the construction process will be like or what aftercare will be like, you can go ahead and presume that they're going to disappear soon after the installation if they make it that far. When someone is vetted in a relationship beyond the construction, how much easier do you think it is to get warranty issues fixed? And how much easier is it to get things taken care of at a level that you care to have things taken care of? That's really important. And then the last question is very relevant because an estate can cost anywhere from a couple $100,000 to over 7 figures, depending on what you're having done. But you should start asking about budget ranges and what expectations should be. Now, in the initial stages, before concept designs are created and any sort of areas are determined, a designer can't get very precise with what those ranges are. So what we do at Prairie Outdoors is we provide case studies of sample properties and designs and ranges of what those investments were. So we start helping you understand what it can cost for that luxury pool or for that patio and landscape. You don't get precise until later in the project, but a professional organization is going to have some tools available to you to help you understand what those investment levels will be on the front end.